Hey everybody, the wait is over. We are finally playing Dark Souls 3 on this channel. It's been about, I don't know how many months, I say around 9 months since this game was announced officially. We saw the leak from the No from Rooster Teeth, and then months later at E3, we found out that it's actually a thing, and here we are today playing Dark Souls 3 for the channel. I will say, for full disclosure, I have played an hour and 13 minutes of this last night, just because I wanted to play it, and you know how it is when you get a new game like this that you really love. I love this franchise, and if this is the closing for a franchise, I want to do a separate playthrough on my own and a playthrough for the channel. I hope you guys understand that. If you want me to do a blind playthrough, I can totally do that. But right now, we're going to play Dark Souls 3. I hope you guys are settled in for this. I'm settled in for this. I got my charge cable hooked up. I'm really pumped for this. Episode a day. What do you guys think about that? An episode a day, every day, 10 o'clock GMT. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to actually play this, guys. Let's get into it. Let's press a new game.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Here we go, it's character creation time. I was a female in my last one, so I'm gonna be a female in this as well. The females look, actually, this is one thing that you guys need to see, okay? And this is a really weird thing to say, but I'll show you something now. The females don't look weird this time. So we're gonna be a woman, just because I feel like it's an honor to have the women actually looking like actual women this time and not just gangly creatures. I was a mercenary just because of the cool armor that you can get with the mercenary build. But I feel like this time I might be something different. I already picked warrior in my last, when I was doing the beta, so I don't want to be that. I picked a herald as well, I think. I picked a cleric. Oh, the cleric looks pretty cool though. Oh god, that looks pretty cool. So we can be deprived, we can have a pyromancer build, a sorcerer build. There's assassin, there's thief, there's the herald, which I'm guessing has high faith, 13 faith, but I'm guessing the cleric has even higher faith, 16 faith. Let's see, mercenary, knight. I think a lot of people are going to start off with knight, and I want to show you guys a totally different experience, so I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I feel like for the first playthrough, I should do something I've never done for a first playthrough, and we're going to start off with the cleric, I think. I don't know what you guys think about that. We're going to start off with the cleric. Any objections? Or do you want to start off as a sorcerer? I want to start off as a magic build. No, we're going to start off as fucking something more beastly. I guess we'll... No, we're being a cleric. We're being a cleric. I feel like it's harder to start off with a magic build, or a faith build. We're going to be a cleric. Our burial gift, black firebombs are really useful, you don't even know. Face presets, you can change the presets, like a Store Noble looks probably the most normal, but I can show you all of them. You got Karim Novice, you got Katrina Merrymaker, Serpentine Traveler, it's a Great Swamp Outcast, Londor, Shadow of Death, and Ithrillian, which actually looks pretty fucking cool. I think we're going to do that. And then we're going to keep the build as it is. The voices are pretty okay. I'll show you the voices though. Yep. Physique is okay. Build detail is okay. Base skin color is perfect. Face detail. We're gotta do that hair. The hair still looks pretty weird. I'm assuming it's gonna fix it with a patch, but then again, Bloodborne was never fixed with a patch. So maybe not. Look, you could probably create Leon Kennedy if you wanted to, guys, in this game. Let's see. I guess we'll go with this. Hair color, I don't know, guys. Whatever you guys want. I feel like we could do that. Just have it all white. Brow color, beard. You can't. Can you put a beard on? Oh, you. Diversity, guys. Diversity. Eyelash color, eyelashes, hair. Yeah, I think we're good with that. Pupils. I want to do all this because this is the first playthrough on the channel, so I feel like it makes sense to have this, you know, to have this pretty much, you know, be a good character for us. You can get cosmetics, tone around the eyes, eyelid brightness, like that shit. But we don't need that shit. We just want to go into the character. We have to name our character, which I guess there's not much else we can call. My channel's name is Romer, so we're gonna call it Romer, I guess, just to make it simple. Sorry if you guys are against that. If you want me to call it something different. My other character's called I think it's called like Alicia or something. We're already far into this as well, like it's about 9 minutes into the recording. And that's just because the opening scene is so freaking long, but don't worry about that, guys, we'll be fine. I'm gonna say this, I have played 1 hour and 13 minutes of this, for sure, and the game is amazing. You guys don't need to worry about that. We got some miracles here. We got our fire bombs. We only have Estus Flask, we don't have Ash Estus Flask yet, which is kind of worrying. I didn't know that was gonna happen. But I guess maybe we can fix that ratio if we want, but I don't think we'll be fixing it that much. I just done this so we can get the mace, and maybe do a bit of Bit of building of our character. I know in Dark Souls 2 the mace was OP. Right now I'm doing some other stuff that's kind of OP in the game as well. Move, that's the dash. I don't think I went up here last time in my actual playthrough. Let's check this item out. Soul of a deserted corpse. We could read the items if you guys want, but I feel like there's gonna be so many playthroughs that do that already. I feel like Epic Name Bro, when he reveals his video today, is probably gonna do a shit ton of that. So I guess it's not really my place to do that, really. Let's take off this shield. I feel like it's just gonna weigh us down. Oh, we do have an Ash Estus Flask. What the fuck? There it is. Okay. I've changed my Ash Estus Flask to... This is to teach you how to backstab, by the way. In my other playthrough, I've changed my Ash Estus Flask to be Estus Flask. It's a really cool feature for people who are worried about not having enough Estus Flasks, and we will get more. I'm assuming a lot of people have seen the beta, or have seen the... And you can see this right now, it says turn back. And I'm actually just going to show you what it looks like, and then I'm actually going to leave, because this is... I'm assuming that they actually put that there for a reason. This is not an endgame character, an endgame enemy, but you see over there, we will come back and fight it. I guarantee you, if you guys think I'm going to forget about that, we're not going to forget about that. We will come back and fight it. It's just right now, I feel like we're going to just go through the game as normal, try not to die. I know a lot of people are going to be hoping that I die, but I'm just going to try not to die as much as I can. This game is about dying. It's not about dying, it's about learning how to die, I guess. I think the best description I ever heard of it was from a man called Ian Hink, who called it a Zen simulator, because it teaches you how to deal with death. And the Dark Souls manual, which I got to read online, which I don't know if that's good business, guys, putting the manual online, because like it's like, why put the manual online then sell it as like, oh, pre-order Dark Souls 3 to get the manual. I guess you can get like a copy of it, but if it's online, I'm not gonna just pre-order it in a shop. I pre-ordered this the day before it came out on the PlayStation Network, and I got the soundtrack, and I got a cool theme, just to show you that cool theme. There it is right there. Just to show you. I am playing on PS4. I feel like it's going to be the most stable of the console versions. Nothing against Xbox. I think Xbox is going to be stable as well. I think actually for sure it's going to be really stable. I think this game so far, after patch 1.03, has become very stable, and I feel like the Japanese audience, I love them, but like I feel like they were like, I keep saying I feel like because it's true. I think they were like the feelers for this, and I'm glad. I was kind of upset that they got the game first, but I'm glad they got the game first, because now we can tell that they've done a lot of work with the game. That it's not like what happened last year with Bloodborne, where the game actually was not... See, that right there would have been good to have a shield, guys. Right there would have been good to have a shield. So these guys are weird. These guys, I've never seen anything. I mean anything like these guys in the game, or in like Souls in general. Like I feel like they're very Demon Souls like, and that's kind of cool. And I feel like this game will show a lot of fan service. I keep saying I feel like, and just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to articulate my words as best I can. Okay, we're gonna make this jump here. We didn't make it, it's fine. We'll make it some other time. Let's do a jump attack. I feel like this build is going to be all about the mace, and then at some other point we can start doing some Fate stuff. When we actually get some Fate spells, we can start leveling up Faith. I feel like it's very silly to do a Faith kind of a Faith build. I'm gonna try this again. Yep. I feel like it's kind of very silly to do a Faith build for your first playthrough. I've seen people who have done it, but I'm not doing this with a wiki. I'm not doing with anything like that. I'm literally just going to be doing this without the help of much other things. Okay, so you can see we have the Dark Sign still, and we have the Black Separation Crystal and the Way of White Circlet, because we are a part of the Way of White. So we're about to meet our first boss. I have died to this guy before. Just, again, full disclosure. But he's a pretty cool boss. He's basically like the equivalent of the Asylum Demon. Just to get a good look at him here, because we probably won't get a really good look at him at all. He's kind of the equivalent of the Asylum Demon, or the Vanguard Demon. And you see this kind of black stuff coming out. If you hit him, nothing really happens. So I guess the moral of the story is don't really bother with that. We're gonna heal up. We're probably gonna die this boss battle. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's like Bloodborne with all the dirt. I didn't really like that blood would splatter all over your face, but I found that to be a good idea, guys. If you want to start off this boss battle right, hit him a bunch of times before you do anything. Take out your black fire bombs. And watch this. Look at that damage! It is the Asylum Demon. But I say save some of your black fire bombs for this. You may call it cheap, but I feel like it's one of the most effective ways to beat this guy. Take out our regular fire bombs, especially since I haven't really got this boss battle down. I'll be completely honest. Okay, let's. That was good. That was good. Good dodge. Well, you see, it's. As long as you got your dodging down, it's not gonna be that bad. The fire bombs do help, but it's once he actually, I feel like once he actually goes into that stage, again I'm saying I feel like, once he actually gets into that stage, you're not gonna have much of a problem because he then, you can see then his character gets bigger. You get a rest. Yeah, I didn't know that. I haven't rested at a bonfire once, I don't think, in this game. Look at this over here. Is that a character up there? I did not notice that the first time. I'm actually gonna go up and I'll actually zoom in on there. I'm actually gonna go up and talk to him. Pretty fun, guys. Yeah, so the tips for that boss battle, just don't go in guns blazing. Hit him, like, do guns blazing the first time, then hit him a couple of times, come back out of it, and keep going, and just don't... So many people are gonna give up on that, like, on the boss battles in this game. Especially the boss battles I've faced so far. I faced 2. And no spoilerinos. But I didn't find it to be that bad. The worst things you're gonna face in this game are not the bosses, I don't think. Which is typical kind of Souls. I feel like that was Demon Souls, you know? When you used to play Demon Souls back in the day. Or even yesterday when I played it. I played Demon Souls yesterday just to prepare for this. And Demon Souls had this mentality that the hardest areas in the game were the areas before the boss battles. And that was always a cool thing. Okay, so here you might notice the terrain and the trees. Now, we're about to enter a very familiar area. Oh, here's the guy that was standing up on the thing. He's not an NPC. Hopes dashed. I thought we were gonna find a new NPC. But what's he looking down at? You jump down there and you get to fight Rom the vacuous spider. Coolest secret ever in Dark Souls 3. I bet the videos are out already though. Dark Souls 3 lore. And then Vadi Video comes out and just like puts everyone to shame. Right here is the Firelink Shrine. We're gonna go in there in a minute. I just feel like we have to go up here first. I'm gonna make a t-shirt say I just feel like, holy crap guys, I'm just nervous. I'm sorry about this, guys. I've seen a lot of people get problems with this guy. This guy is the Naked Samurai. A lot of people get a lot of problems with this guy, so just be wary of this guy. But if you're good enough, see that he gives you bleed. That's not poison. I've seen so many people call it poison. If you're calling it poison, you're probably gonna have a bad time. See right there, right there. Oh, almost a death. Almost a death. We're gonna be smart about this. We're gonna go and heal and rest up so we have a different bonfire. You can call this retreating. I call it retreating. It's called a smart thing to do in Dark Souls. Never be afraid of retreating. Let's put the coiled sword in here, especially since we have 3,000 souls. It's not a shameful thing to retreat. There's a few characters here we're going to get to talk to. Let's talk to this one first.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
So let's level up.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take.
Okay, so you can see we have all the main stats here again. Vigor, attunement, endurance. I'm really upset that we have vigor back. I don't know, I never liked it. At least we don't... Guys, we don't have... what was that one called? That one that everyone hated. That determined your roll speed. I forget it, but it was so bad. It was so bad. Thank God we don't have that. But, I think since we're not focusing on fate just yet, I think we're gonna go a bit of strength, a bit of vigor, and a bit of endurance. I think that's I think it's gonna be good enough.
Ashley.
Farewell, Ashen One. This guy's gonna give us an emote as well.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. They're not fit to lick their boots. Don't you think?
Is he talking about the characters in the previous games? Like, the one who linked the fire in the first one, the one who linked the fire in the second one. Us. He's talking about us as characters, and I'm guessing eventually we could be good enough to link the fire. But look at this. This is a throne room. This is a Firelink Shrine. This is like a throne room or something. Is this the Firelink Shrine from before? I don't know. But hopefully we'll find out eventually. This is a pretty cool weapon. C scaling and strength. I don't know if we're going to use this, but we're definitely going to do a strength faith build hopefully this time. Hopefully. This build could go askew and I could have to create a different character. But let's check these now. Where's okay, so what emotes do I not want? The point down I never liked, so let's switch that with rest. And then let's switch joy with collapse, because I want to try out collapse, guys. That is so good. That is so good. Okay, we're taking a bit too much time here. Let's go talk to this guy.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look.
Look, we're not going to talk so much to him.
Keep her not with discourtesy. She is much like thee, prisoners both, kept to link the fire.
So, okay, he said he linked the fire before, and what's really funny is that, like, I know people are going to call me stupid, look at this, there's a seat here, there's a seat here, there's a seat there, there's a seat there, and there's a seat there for a giant. I think these are the firekeepers that left their throne, right? This is amazing, guys. I can really feel it. But, can you guys hear that? What's the sound? What? There's a blacksmith. I'm sure it's a new blacksmith that we have never seen before. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Well, a newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust? A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose. Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye. So handle them with care, if you would. There are two ways to smith weapons. Simple reinforcement is one, and infusion the other. Reinforcement is straightforward. It strengthens a weapon without altering its property. Infusion is a more advanced form of smithing that infuses an element. Reinforcement requires titanite, and infusion requires gems. Bring the stones, and I'll do the smithing. It's my purpose, after all. In battle, your weapons are your only friends. Forge them well, and they won't let you down.
Hurrah. Oh, that's so cool to see him there. Oh wow. But what's this here? This looks like a firekeeper from the second game, so we're going to talk to her as well.
Pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont, no?
She sells some pretty useful stuff. You can also sell stuff to her. You got the prism stones, which are back. Pretty good to have. You got that chain armor, which we can remember from the first game as being that armor that everyone bought that thought was very useful, but just stopped being useful. This is a key to the somewhere behind the shrine where we're going to go later. In fact, yeah, I'll bring you more souls. In fact, I think we can go and find that one area. I guess, maybe? I don't know where exactly it is. I went there in my current playthrough, my own playthrough, but I'm not sure exactly where that actual area is. We're going to rest at the bonfire nevertheless, just to get our Estus flask back. We will have 4 now, because we got rid of the Ashen Estus flask. Not saying we're not going to do a faith build, but as I said, we're going to focus on upgrading our mace and doing stuff like that first. I don't want to be adventurous. I'm never adventurous on the first playthrough, you know? Okay, let's go find that item. And here it is. The soul of the deserted corpse. We can't open this just yet. I assume there's gonna be something amazing and maybe a boss or something. Whew, guys. This is Dark Souls 3. Make no mistake about it. This is Dark Souls 3. Let's rest at the bonfire. The High Wall of Lothric. You guys are going to recognize this place, there's no doubt about it. But there's a lot of things different about this place as well. The Red Tearstone Ring returns, maybe that might be some consolation to the speedrunners who might want to speedrun this game. Here we are at the High Wall of Lothric. Guys, before we venture out here, I'm going to actually say goodbye for the first episode. Thanks everybody for watching. This is Dark Souls 3. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's do this.